see. Let me switch. Post the link. For anyone keeping score at home, the board says the same thing it did last time. I'm sick of pouting too, Jamal. I feel you. I am also sick of pouting. I am very, very tired of post-game pouting, actually. Like, beyond tired. I barely have the energy to keep going through this and being sad over and over again. So, let's make this one quick. Like, that game was so winnable, bro. It's so annoying. We keep losing such winnable games. The most minor of... Never mind. Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Knicks fans here, there, and abound. Welcome to Postgame Pouting with I Hate Sean. This is Postgame Pouting. Again. I'm I Hate Sean, and the Knicks took another exasperating loss tonight to the Boston Celtics, 101-99. This loss is exasperating for a multitude of reasons. We got killed again on second chance points. Last game was 26-2. Tonight it was 20-7. Not helping ourselves. They had like 11 offensive rebounds in the beginning of the game. Then we slowed them down on that in the second half. And toward the end of the game, it started to rear its ugly head again, and we allowed them to get offensive boards to add extra opportunities while trying to come back. Beyond that, rotationally, I'm still not sure what's going on. I'm still not sure why Elfrid Payton is playing this much. I don't want to get into the Elfrid Payton thing too much, but it's kind of impossible to talk about this team without doing so, because it really doesn't make any sense at this point. He was about as bad as a player can be in the first half, and still got to start in the second half, and still played until about 5 minutes left in the quarter. And yeah, he got a little floater to go, and he hit a three, and even at the end of the game, he hit a three, which is, I think that was one of the worst. I think that's also awful coaching. We call a timeout, we need a bucket, and out of a timeout, what we ended up with was 5 seconds off the clock and Elfrid Payton shooting a three. It went in. Thankfully, it's a 24% shot, though, so when you think about what went into that and how we ended up getting that as a shot down the stretch, that's awful. Why was he even on the floor? Why was he subbed back into the game? At one point, they doubled Randall, and the double Marcus Smart came directly from Elfrid and wasn't even worried about getting back to him. It was crazy. RJ knocked the three down, which also brings me back to the most annoying point. RJ he shot 70% from the field, over 70% from the field, 6 of 6 from three. Why did RJ only get 14 shots tonight? That doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't understand how do you go away from a guy? You have to be able to. It was RJ's night from the beginning. He had 16 points on 5 of 6 and 3 for 3 in the first half. How do you not get him more opportunities? How do you not get him more looks? That last turnover hurt me to my core, hurt my soul when he dribbled the ball and lost it out of bounds. But then he came right back and knocked the three down and tied the game up. And it was like, oh, well, I just don't get it, yo. I don't get how RJ only took 14 shots tonight. There has to be something. Like, it was a rough night for Randall. It was. He took 23 shots. Like, some more of that has to go to RJ. It's got to be something, or let's have some continuity offensively where it's like, okay, let's put in the lineup. There was a possession where RJ ended up with Peyton Pritchard switched on him. He put him in the post, kicked it out. I think he kicked it out to Rose, who swung it to Burks, who swung it to Randall in the corner. Bang, three-pointer. That's what happens when you put lineups that make sense on the floor. So let's try more of that. Let's try. It's a night where RJ's got it going. We're struggling with Julius. Okay, put in a lineup that works best around RJ and try to get RJ with some opportunities. He was doing well in the pick and roll. He's making that little pull-up jumper in the mid-range off the screens. Like, allow him to do that. Do something. Try something, bro. I don't understand. Stop doing the same shit that has lost us, 5 of the last 6 games at this point? Cut it out. Or 4 of the last 5. I don't even know, bro. But it's just like, there are very simple fixes that can be made that can make us stop losing games like the one we lost tonight. Somebody was saying, oh, it's not the... I am so sick of this shit, bro. I am so tired of post-game pouting. Somebody was saying it's not the rotations. They were like we said it was the rotations. He was like, oh, no, we just don't have the talent to close games. Shut up. That's a terrible opinion. Like, when you had that second quarter stretch where Elfrid is out there doing absolutely nothing, contributing absolutely nothing to the team, and you got players like IQ who got in the game, made an immediate impact. You were on an 8-0 run when IQ came in the game, and it was all IQ. He got the floater. He knocked down the 3 in transition. He made the beautiful kick out to Obi. Obi missed it. He got the rebound, kicked it out to Alec Burks, 3-pointer. 8-0 run. That's players that make a difference. We wasted those minutes. Beginning of the second half, wasted those minutes. Like, where we could have done more, where Elfrid Payton wasn't giving us anything, we could have gotten something from someone else. And that's very, very clear. That's pretty plain. He wasn't giving us anything. He was actually having a very negative impact, so bad that even the MSG guys said he was brutal. And it takes a lot for them to say he's bad because they act like he's some kind of good player. I don't understand that either. But what people don't understand, in the first half, early in the game, Jason Tatum wasn't killing us. He wasn't. Jaylen Brown was killing us. We needed to play him better on that corner 3. Like, he got way too many of those. He was way too open. RJ sagged off a couple times, and then a couple times Elfrid Payton had no idea where to be at because he never knows where to be at defensively. But Jason Tatum wasn't killing us that much. I think he was 2 for 8 from 3 at a point. Like, he wasn't getting much going to the basket. And you've got to understand that the team with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, if Jaylen Brown is hurting you, and we need to take advantage of this time where Jason Tatum is not killing us. And you need to take advantage of this time where the Marcus Smarts of the world aren't on fire now. Like, we could have had a bigger lead where you guys, whoever said that, we don't have the talent to close games. We shouldn't have been in that situation. That's the part that's frustrating. So, yes, it's about the lead we could have built, the momentum we could have had if we weren't shooting ourselves in the foot every possession with this sorry-ass starting point guard. And then closing the game with the best lineups on the floor. It's all, it's just all bad. It's all bad. The rotations need to be fixed. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know how RJ shoots 70% and 6 for 6 from 3, even if you don't want to count the last one, whatever, 5 perfect from 3. Perfect. How do you not get that guy the ball, bro? How do you not get him more opportunities? How do you not get him more looks? That doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, my bad. I've been rambling, man. Let's get to the comments. Jamal said, I'm sick of pouting, bro. I want prosperity, and we aren't going to get that with Tibbs coaching like he's a first-year coach. Bro, I want prosperity too. And, yeah, it's escaping us, and very narrowly, and it shouldn't. These are games we should be winning. We should have won the Brooklyn game. We should have won this game. We should have won the Minnesota game. Those are 3 games right there. I think we should have won the Miami game. You don't even have to include that. I think we could have pulled the Dallas game off, but everybody was off that night. Whatever. You let that go. But that's 3 games. This game, Brooklyn game, Minnesota game. Easily. 3 games that should have been wins. Now that's a very different look in the standings. That's a very different perception. That's a very different momentum for the team. That's a very different everything. We cannot keep dropping winnable games, bro. That's unacceptable. This is really bad, man. Other than that, RJ is the god, and Julius was good too, bro. RJ went off tonight, and it's ruined, bro. 29 points, 10 for 14 from the field, 6 for 6 from 3. RJ Barrett, man, he's here. 20 years old. They left him off the 25 under 25 list. They said he wasn't all rookie last year. They said to G League him as recently as this year. Look at him. Stop playing with my guy. But I can't even really give the energy I want to that because it's just like, yo, we keep losing ball games, bro. We should not be. If RJ goes 6 for 6 from 3, we should not lose. Danbury Hat Trick says, this team is so frustrating in the final 5 minutes, man. Shot selection, defense, rough. Rough as hell, man. It doesn't make any sense, bro. Like, it seems really simple. And we keep screwing it up. Burks was especially bad in the fourth. Yo, that last layup where he tried to, like, Euro step and then go right at Jim. It's like, bro, he's still right in front of you, bro. Like, you don't have to take the shot here. It's okay. If you don't have it, pull it back out, kick it out, whatever. Like, you don't have the shot. You don't have to take it here. Our late game offense is so goddamn bad. There's no offense. It's tough to run offense with a guy. And I hate to bring everything back to Elfrid Payton, but, like, it's tough to run offense with a point guard that sucks. And, sorry, point guard that sucks is strong. I apologize. A point guard that doesn't space the floor that the defense does not have to respect from three-point line. Crazy enough, he was 2 for 2 today, so people are going to try to act like, oh, he can't shoot. Come on, don't do that. Don't embarrass yourself. Don't make that your take. Please, don't do it. Don't sit here and defend Elfrid Payton, the three-point shooter, to me. I won't even engage the conversation. But yeah, that hurts the team. For sure, that hurts the offense. It hurts the way the offense runs. And like I said, it's the simple things because – yeah, we can have more sets and things like that, but when RJ got paint pictured on him and he put him in the post and they doubled and we kicked it out and swung the ball, that's natural. That's not a set you have to run. But that's good basketball. That's good offense. You're getting good ball movement because the defense has to rotate and react to everybody that you're kicking the ball out to. So you can move the ball around the perimeter. That's how offense is supposed to work. Put ourselves in some more scenarios like that. There's plenty. That's just the RJ post scenario. When the lineups make sense, offense is easier to run. And when you have the lineups that make sense, getting some camaraderie together, being on the floor together often, we should have fixed this a long time ago. We're in like the last leg of the season, and we still can't figure our lineups out. We still can't figure our rotation out. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And we are now 2 games under 500. For what? How and why? I don't understand. The marriage of RJ's minutes to Elfrid Payton is a war crime. Tibbs sending Elfrid back out there to start the second half after that abysmal second quarter was a war crime. Like, what's going on, bro? RJ only taking 14 shots when he shoots 70% and 6 for 6 from 3 is a war crime. Like, more of the offense should have gone through RJ. It's okay to do that, bro. Excuse me. Just said, seriously, how was IQ, Bullock, Burks, RJ Randall not our closing lineup down the stretch? What exactly are we trying to do? Who knows what we're trying to do, bro? Who knows? I don't understand. I am confused. I am officially confused. Because I feel like Emmanuel Quickley was 10 times better than Elfrid Payton was today, and yet he played 13 minutes. I think that we got really good minutes from Emmanuel Quickley when he was out there. It wasn't as good in the second half. I didn't like that he didn't dump it down to Obi when he had Peyton Pritchard on him. But part of that is coaching also. We never dump it down to Obi, so it's not like IQ is the only person that didn't do it. We have to know to look for that. But he still should dump that down to him. But otherwise, like, he played well, and he was active on both ends of the floor. I don't understand why he only got 13 minutes tonight. I think he helps the team a lot more than the guy that wasted those 21 minutes. You got Derrick Rose out there, and you can't finish the fourth. I don't know, you had to put Elfrid in because you couldn't play Derrick Rose the whole fourth. If you can't play Derrick Rose the whole fourth, and you want him to be your point guard to close his games, maybe you should stagger it a little bit and not have him start the fourth and give IQ a few more minutes. I don't know. I don't know. Try something. Please. Why are we married to this mediocre existence? And people keep defending. Yo, we are a top defensive team in the NBA, and we are 2 games under 500. We're about to slip out of the top 8 in the playoff seed. Because our offense sucks. 2 times last week, we held a team to under 100 points and lost the game. And now, the Wolves beat us 102-101, and the Celtics beat us 101-99. The average in the NBA is 112. We're holding teams. We have to score. And that comes down to, in the closing games for sure, yes. But even before that, you have to score. You have to take, that's why that stretch where Elfrid Payton's out there doing nothing except turning the ball over and fouling, that hurts you all game. It's simple. The offensive ineptitude at the end of games has me tired. Me too, Eric. I'm exhausted. I'm truly exhausted. I'm fed up. I didn't even want to do this today. Like, it's just, I'm so tired of post-game pouting. We have a graphic. We have one of these for post-game prosperity too. Shout out Dom. I don't know when we're going to get to use it. This is this part of our schedule. This is now 2 back-to-back. Let's not even go back to the Minnesota game. Even though I'm not going to forget about that the rest of the year. But put the Minnesota game aside, right? Brooklyn, 10-point lead at halftime. James Harden's not coming back. You have to win that game. This game, very winnable game. That's 2 very winnable games. They put up the graphic. We got 3 games coming up, a 3-game homestand. The first 2 teams, Memphis and Toronto, are under 500. Games that we should be able to pick up if we're a good team, right? Then we have the Lakers, who ESPN scrapped. Most times when ESPN scraps a game, it's our fault. ESPN scrapped the game because everybody for the Lakers is out and they had Dennis Schroeder as a headliner. That's 3 very winnable games off of 2 games we should have won. How many winnable games are we going to lose? On the schedule, they're winnable games, and then when we lose them, it's just like, whoa, now we're in even more trouble. Now it's an even more uphill battle. This friendly stretch of the schedule that we're bombing is going to be followed by a not-so-friendly stretch of the schedule. Then what? Is this the season collapsing? I would hope not, but at some point, a change has to be made. You have to try something. It's not like we're a number 1 seed or a number 2 seed, or we've won 8 straight, and you're like, oh, what's going on right now is clicking. No! Try something. Please get that bum out of the start. I hate calling him a bum. That's really strong when on such a platform. But, change something, bro. Please. Please, change something. It's bad. This is bad. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, we've overachieved. This right now is bad. Change something. Try something. Romello said the Knicks are cursed. It's really starting to feel that way, man, for sure. Jamal says some dude came into my mentions talking about Payton hit a 3 with 20 seconds left. He was good. Like, hello. Yeah, bro, I'm like I said, if anybody is defending Elfrid Payton, the 3-point shooter, they have officially done me the favor of letting me know I do not have to waste my time conversing with them. That's great. My mentions be moving real fast. I love when people let me know I can ignore them. Raymond, hey, what's good, Ray? Listen, man, prayers. I'm so tired of this, bro. Danbury Hattrick said this team can beat anyone in the East. They've hung with them all, just can't close. Bro, we're hanging with I'm tired of hanging with people. We hung with the Timberwolves too. Win games, man. Win games. This is ridiculous. Yeah, we can compete with anybody, but you don't get there's no medal for that. There's no ribbon for that. There's no medal. I don't want to get to the end of the season and be like, hey, this team competed with everybody from outside the playoffs. No. Let's win some games, man. This team has potential to be better. And we're holding ourselves back, bro. And that's coaching. This is looking inept at this point. This offense thing is an issue. It needs to be addressed. There needs to be some kind of creativity that follows this, okay? We've got issues. How do we figure out something that can fix this? Let's try something else. Let's throw something else out there. Let's try some time. Give me a 5 to 6 minute stretch with Randall at the 5 a little bit. and put Knox at the 4 and space the floor for him. Let me see something. Let me see that you tried something. And then if it doesn't work, I will shut the hell up. But try something, bro. Like, this is ridiculous. I feel like I'm just repeating myself, but like, there's not a whole lot left to be said. Like, this is unbelievable. We are losing games. What are we now? What's our record? Like 20. What are we, like 25 and 27? So that would be 52 games into the season. Let's say we are. I don't know off the top of my head. Let's say we're 52 games into the season. We got 20 games left. And we're still losing games for the same things we were losing for in the beginning of the season. Like, we still have problems from the beginning of the season that we haven't fixed. And it's the heat of a playoff run. Like, this is it's downhill. It only gets more competitive from here. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I don't get what we're waiting for on a lot of things. I think a lot of things have been mishandled up to this point, and it's really, really, really getting frustrating. And it was easy to shut my mouth about some of it while we were winning games. But it's just like, yo, now we're losing and we're hurting this season. We're hurting this season, and it's for the same reasons that were obvious in week 1 and 2 of the season. And something has to be done about it, bro. Like, you can't keep doing the same thing all year. At this point, like, we're trying to put a square peg in a round hole. It doesn't make any sense. Jeff says the Knicks are a better team today. The Knicks are a better team today and better off down the line at the rotations of Rose, Bullock, RJ, Randall, Noel, with IQ, Burks, Frank, Knox, Taj off the bench. It's really not close. I mean, Obi can keep playing too, but yeah, other than that, the majority of what the rotation right there you just said is what it should be. Like, it's pretty simple. It makes us better today and going forward. Yes, you're right. I actually just said that on the TKW podcast today. I think that's coming out in the morning, so be on the lookout for that. It won't include today's game, but everything up to this and today's game was just more of the same. So honestly, we didn't miss shit. But anyway, boom. Jamal said, it's embarrassing and I'm sick of it. I really want to be above 500 again badly. There's no reason this team should be under 500, bro. As somebody who has watched every game and critiqued every game and minute of it and seen everything and seen the way this team, there's no way this team should be under 500. It's inexcusable. I'm sorry. Like, it's great that we're here. Cool. Like, we exceeded expectations, but when you see what this team really is, no way we should be under 500. It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. You can't be a top 3 or 5 or top 2 or whatever defense we are and be under 500. Disgusting. Kane Jerry says RJ played well. RJ played extremely well, and we didn't go to him enough for whatever reason. John said RJ shot well, but he loses the ball so much when he gets the ball in the end. I mean, loses the ball so much when he gets the ball in the end. He lost the ball. He turned it over today. I don't think that you should just say loses the ball so much when he gets the ball in the end, but it did happen in the Minnesota game. I understand what you're saying, but there's been plenty of games where RJ has been very great at the end of the game and didn't lose the ball, so we're not going to do that. To be fair, Randall is shooting 21 shots a night. He has to start taking pressure off of himself by realizing that we have other guys to help him out. Jamal, I agree. Randall wasn't necessarily taking bad shots tonight, but it's just like at some point you have to see that you don't have it going tonight. You feel me? Like, and especially when a guy like RJ does, and that's also coaching. Like Randall, his thing might just be, I gotta go get it. And, he tried to shoot himself out of the slump. And like I said, he wasn't taking bad shots. I'm not trying to kill Randall at all. I also think that injury, when Elfrid Payton drove his knee into his leg, you got to make sure you mention who it was. But, when Elfrid Payton drove his knee into his leg, I think that that's all lingering and having an effect on him for sure. On a night like tonight, you just got to realize it's not your night. With those transition opportunities, go ahead, get the easy buckets. Like, take the buckets that come to you, but I feel like Randall was trying to go get it, when he didn't have it. And trying to go get it when you don't have it can ultimately hurt the team offensively, and I feel like, it did a little bit. If he were to, he took 23 shots today. I think he was 9 of 23 or something like that. It's like, yo, just take it a little bit easy, pass a couple of those off. But he wasn't taking bad shots. I mean, hey. At some point, you think you got to have the confidence it's going to fall. So I'm not going to, I don't know. But I just wish RJ would have got more shots tonight. Also, Tibbs' inability to adjust for situations is getting so scary. Incredibly scary. Terrifying. Very well said, Jeff. It's getting so scary. Having Noel in when the Celtics were small and still killing us on the glass. Having Noel and Alpha when we needed threes. Oh my God, so bad. Bro, I don't understand it. You would think tonight especially, yeah, because Noel was getting us killed on the glass too. And they weren't doing a whole lot at the basket necessarily. Like, I don't know. And Julius had a really nice block. Julius can play the 5, bro, for stretches, especially to end the game. Like, try it. Because right now, yeah, when you got Alfred and Noel out there, you're hurting the offense. Only so much, like, there's only so much we can really do. Like, come on, man. Come on. Try something, Tibbs, please. Let's see Randall at the 5 to close against certain teams. Against Philly with Joel Embiid, probably not. Like, yeah, I get it. Against Boston with Tristan Thompson, I think Julius can handle that. I don't know. I think he can handle that. I think we'll be okay. Eric said, Randall is hurt. He's playing way too many minutes. He looks out of gas. Shalina and Obi, we should have Knox playing. I don't know. Tibbs refused to try anything else or do anything different or like shift anything. I don't know why Reggie left Smart open. I don't either. Not after the guy hit the first one. I mean, maybe, with before the first one, you're like, okay, I'll take Marcus Smart taking that shot. I don't think we had the double right there anyway. But, yeah, maybe with the first one, you're like, I'll take Marcus Smart taking that shot. But after he hits the first one, you don't give him another one, bro. That's not how that works. But, it is what it is, man. Jamal said, Eric, that's facts. He needs to play less, especially when he's nursing an injury. Yes, exactly. I agree. We need to get the ball to RJ more, but we really need to stop playing Peyton. We've been losing closer games, but they just don't need to be close in the first place. DDD137, you are spitting, bro. Like, that's exactly what it is. RJ should have gotten the ball more. We really need to stop playing Peyton, and we've been losing close games, but they really shouldn't be where they are in the first place because we're wasting valuable minutes in the middle of games by having that guy out there hamstringing the entire offense. I am so sick of it. I am so sick of this shit, bro. It doesn't make any sense. Let's see. Damn, I got lost in the comments. John says, it's not the rotations. You just blame Peyton because you don't like him. Randall was terrible. I don't like Peyton either, but it's not all on him. John, I don't know. Like, do you understand that, like, it's more to... Okay. Give me your case for playing Elfrid Payton at this point, especially after we saw what we saw in the first half. Because you're acting like I just don't like him or blah, blah. I don't have anything against Elfrid Payton personally. I really don't. And I feel like that is very evident in how I view Reggie Bullock. I used to put Reggie Bullock and Elfrid Payton pretty much in the same boat. Reggie started playing well consistently, started knocking shots down on a consistent basis. He's been playing very well defensively. I am a Reggie Bullock stan. I root for the Knicks. So if you're on the Knicks, I'm rooting for you. But if you hurt the Knicks, I don't want you to play. And Elfrid Payton shrinks the floor for everybody involved. He doesn't look for guys very often. He took a lot of bad shots tonight. We have two better options for sure. I think Frank is also a better option, but Derrick Rose does everything you would want Elfrid Payton to do, and he does it better than him. And then Emmanuel quickly adds another dynamic that honestly, possibly nobody on the roster really adds. So what is it that Elfrid Payton adds to this team? Because it's not defense. You can stop telling me that story. He's not playmaking. He's not a good scorer. So when you tell me, oh, it's not the rotations, it's blah, 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 like a large chunk of the game, Elfrid Payton is on the floor giving us nothing and also making life, in the process of that, making life more difficult for his teammates. Because of the way, if you watch the games, pay a lot of attention. I don't know, maybe you're not paying as much attention as the rest of us are, but if you pay attention and you look, teams literally sag off of him instantly. They don't respect him from the three-point line at all, so then they're able to focus more on Randall and RJ, and if Randall and RJ are the two people you're running your offense through, RJ not enough, unfortunately, but if Randall and RJ are the two people you're running your offense through, then shouldn't you be spacing around them? Shouldn't you be shouldn't you have lineups out there that are most conducive to them having the space to operate and people to kick it out to? RJ made an excellent cross-court pass to Reggie Bullock. in the first quarter. I believe it was first quarter. He got into the lane and whipped it out to the. It was beautiful. The shot rolled out, but RJ has made that pass very well. But when he's in lineups to Elfrid Payton all the time, and that's the guy in the corner, that pass is not valuable. The guy shoots 24% from three. And honestly, that's higher than I think. That's higher than the eye test says it is. But I just don't understand, like, when you come in here advocating for Elfrid Payton or acting like we're teasing or bullying him, like, bring real arguments. Don't just say things. You got to have facts. What does Elfrid Payton bring to this team that we need him on the floor for? And until you can answer that question for me, don't say anything else about Elfrid Payton, please. You're wasting time. Dia, I'm so sorry. You can let me know if I missed which one it is. RJ is fantastic and is my favorite player, but he isn't that good on creating his own shot. He is young and will get better at it, I'm sure, but that's probably why he doesn't get the ball in the fourth quarter. I understand what you mean. Like, he doesn't necessarily go one-on-one in ISOs and just, hit step back threes. That's an aspect of his game that will continue to develop for sure. But I do believe that when we put him in pick and roll actions, I believe he plays those pretty well. He gets to the basket very well. That he creates his own shot there. He muscles people. He ran through Jaylen Brown today. I was amazed. He gets to the basket pretty well. He's getting very comfortable with that mid-range pull-up. He even gets that floater to go sometimes. So I disagree. He creates for himself and others pretty well. If you only view creating as going ISO and hitting step-back three-pointers, then yes. But I do believe that we can get the ball to RJ Barrett in ways that work for him and that can help the team for sure. Jamal said, not to mention Elf being in there late destroys our chances at closing. Randall RJ gets doubled, and who's open? The 24% three-point shooter. That's a fact. And he hit shots today, hey. But, yeah, it's useless. Woo. Samoa said, Randall tried to ISO too much. Reason why we can't get bigger leads. I wouldn't say, like, it just... There was too much ISO today for sure. He took too many shots that he didn't necessarily have to take. They weren't bad shots, like I said, but he just didn't have it going and should have looked for his teammates some more. So it's unfortunate for sure. Boom. Oh, you're talking about Randall being hurt? You can tell, bro, he's not right. And Obi is starting to play good. I don't know why he isn't getting more minutes. Tibbs is so bad at rotations. Yeah, like, you would think we'd see Obi out there a little more somehow. He looked pretty outside of the air ball today, but he's been looking pretty good lately, and it's just tough to establish a rhythm. Even when he was playing well, like, it's tough to establish a rhythm without the minutes being increased at all, without seeing any kind of reflection of your improved play in your playing time. It doesn't make any sense. It's like completely non-merit based. Like, Obi goes out there, plays really well. Quick can go out there and play really well, and they're gonna get 13 minutes. But Elfrid can go out there and shit the bed and still come back in the game. It doesn't make any sense. It's really upsetting. It's really getting on my nerves, bro. I don't know how you watched today's game and tried to come in here defending Elfrid Payton. That is sickening. Boom. Jamal said, I'm going to disagree. He bodies defenders and is developing a really nice mid-range jumper, not to mention he's insanely good at getting to the hole. Exactly, Jamal. It's pretty much exactly what I said. Landis said, I'm going to just spectate tonight. I'm at a loss for words. Bro, I wish I could just spectate tonight. I'm at a loss for words, too. I unfortunately got to speak. I shouldn't say unfortunately. This is still a dream come true, but this is just really annoying. Jamal said, Eric, even when Obi doesn't shoot well, he's still impacting the game now with either his defense, passing, or rebounding. Agreed. He had good minutes out there tonight. Smo said RJ should have taken more shots. That's facts, but we got to get the ball to him more and get him more good looks. Dia said, Jamal, I get what you're saying, but he can't create unless he gets a screen most times. And if he got better at 1v1, I'm sure he would get more shots. But it's okay to need a screen. Like, it's like with the way that he plays in the pick and roll, the way he is able to get the defender on his hip, honestly, the defense is kind of in a disadvantage once RJ comes around that screen. So I don't mind that at all. And honestly, I feel like he could create. But yeah, the 1v1 creation is going to continue to come as we go on. But I feel like he creates more than enough. I do understand what you're saying, though. Jamal said, and there's no way Elf almost took as many shots as RJ. There's just no way. Bro, it's gross. It's so gross. We don't use Kevin Knox when he's been hitting threes. Smoke. I don't get it either. I would like to, at some point, try to put him on the floor. He's been knocking it down, and we are struggling to score. It seems like pretty simple math. But I'll be thinking the same thing about Emmanuel quickly, so maybe I'm just crazy. Jamal said, I'm okay with that for now, and he'll eventually be able to create without screens. Boom, you're doing my job for me. Uh, Jamal, I agree. I know that he is young and he will get there eventually. I'm just saying that's probably the reason why Tibbs doesn't want the ball in his hands at the end of the game. Now, I understand the perspective you're coming from. I just don't think that if that is the reason that Tibbs doesn't want the ball in his hands at the end of the game, I don't think that's a valid reason. That's what I'm saying, pretty much. I'm not defending the team not giving more shots to RJ. He should have taken at least 18 to 20 shots. Just gave my reason why. I agree. I feel you. I feel you. You're not saying anything wrong. Like I get where you're coming from for sure. But he trusts us to play makes no sense and not like screens become illegal. Tactical said Randall wants to play like a guard. All I see from him is dribbling, turnovers, and contested shots. He has to start cutting to the basket and playing like he was in the beginning of the season. I mean, Julius has been handling the ball all season, so let's not. I don't. A couple of bad Julius games. I don't want people to start turning on him or acting like blah blah blah. The shot wasn't falling tonight, but he was creating. He got out there in transition and got to the basket quite a few times. He's been doing that since the beginning of the year. So yeah, I think that if there was more time on the floor without Alfred Payton, he would get better looks, better opportunities, less double teams, and there would be more space for him when he attacks the middle and likes to hit that fadeaway jumper. But hey, what do I know? I just be watching all the games. Smo said it's tie game. Reggie let Marcus Smart get a wide open three. Why? Yeah, I that double was still too early. Don't understand for real. Dia said that's absolutely stupid that Elf even touches the court. He is garbage. Don't understand it. Glad we're on the same page there for sure. Tactical said every time Rose and IQ is out game so much better. I guess when Rose and IQ were out there, game is so much better. Easy. He's playing hurt now, and RJ and Reggie are the only two helping him in the starting lineup. He also averages 20, 11, and 6 a night, and we can't just stop running the O through him. Very well said, Jamal. Simone said, it's their defense, too, by letting them shoot threes. We just up 7 points, 2 threes by Tatum, gave them the chance. And you know what's crazy? We shot like 49% from three tonight, and lost the game to a team that shot. Hold on, what did the Celtics shoot from the floor? Let's see. Boom. Just said another game where Peyton almost doubles IQ minutes when IQ was way better. Someone saying, yo, well said. Very well said there. Don't understand it at all. We shot 49% from three. The Celtics shot 42% from the field, and we found a way to lose the game. 16 offensive rebounds for them to 5 for us. Unacceptable, for real. We've cleaned up the free throw issues, and now we found other reasons to lose games. Alex said, Adam Silver, I saw Alfred at a party without a mask. Yo, for real, whatever it's going to take, bro. Like, come on. Like, get this guy out of here. I'm so tired of it. Knicks All Day said, why are we running the starters in the ground? I don't know what we're doing, bro. I have no idea what we're doing. Jamal said I saw Alfred at a strip club without a mask on. Y'all are hilarious. Boom. They said with Lou Williams getting the lemon pepper wings. DDD said even if you think we gonna lose if we give Quickly more minutes, which we won't, that's better than giving those minutes to Peyton because Quickly can still develop and needs to, and Peyton won't. Very well said. And yeah, he's better than he is for us today and better long term. So I really don't understand what is going on. Like I don't know what we're doing for real. Like literally, like that would make us better today and make more sense for what we're trying to do going forward. We'd have a better understanding. That's also something we spoke about on the TKW podcast today because we're sick of this shit. And it's just crazy that this game happens and it's the same conversations. Like it's the same conversations. Nothing changed. Tibbs is too stubborn, focuses too much on defense. He should at least try. No, he won't destroy the defense or anything. Really don't get it. Oh, really try, at least try Knox. He won't destroy the defense or anything. Really don't get it. Yeah, Knox hasn't been like a defensive liability when he's been on the floor. Like he's been much better at that this season. He's rebounded well. Like he can be on the court, bro. You can give him some minutes. You can give him a shot. We need scoring. Like we have to try something. We need to score. Excuse me. Let's see. Landa said last thing. Even Clyde laughed when Elf made that last shot. That's when 23%. Yeah, like come on, bro. Like, come on. I don't even know how that ended up being the shot out of the timeout. Like, that's horrible coaching in itself. Luckily, he made it, but it doesn't make any sense. Jamal said, I hate to say it, but it's going to be the same old reasons for losses every night. Hope we can pull it together for this homestand. Thanks again for this, Sean. Appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you guys being here, man. Like, this is tough. I know that I barely wanted to do this, and I have to. or I mean, like you know, it's whatever. Yeah, but like you guys being here, like that's really appreciated. And this isn't a show without you guys. So thank you so much. Even on the rough nights, you make it easier to deal with because we deal with it together. I'm just gonna flush this out and pretend it didn't happen. I won't. Not really. I'm not. I'm gonna be really sad about it actually. Um, yeah, but yeah, it's gonna be more the same. It's the same thing. It's the same thing that hurts us. It's the same things that are hurting us every single night, and it's like a very crucial part of the season. So this really sucks. Boom, boom, boom. Eric said the thing with the pick and rolls for RJ Noel hands are so bad. He costs RJ at least 2 assists a game. He works way better when it's Gibson setting the screen. I agree. Yeah, Nerlens really hurts us offensively. He's got to do better than that. I miss Mitchell Robinson so much, man. I really hope we're able to get him back right before the end of the season or for a playoff run or something. Or if we don't play ourselves out of the playoffs by not changing anything and continuing to lose games. Dia said, and we really need Mitch back. If he play, we're probably 28 and 24. Yes, right there, boom. Tibbs will probably still find a way to screw it up, but that was strong. That was too much. But yeah, I would love to have Mitch back. It would definitely help on the boards as well. Last thing, can we please rebound? I know Noel isn't athletic and Taj is undersized, but it's literally basic basketball, bro. Box out, bro. I don't get it. And yeah, it's not just a size thing because Romeo Langford was getting offensive rebounds. On one possession, Marcus Smart flew in and caught an air ball, and it's just like, bro, nobody boxed out. Like, at this stage of the game, we're still not boxing out after what happened last game. Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable, and unacceptable. And the second, third, fourth opportunities, again, they out-rebounded us by 15 and had 16 offensive rebounds. Bro, that right there is a game, bro. 20-7 on second chance points in a 2-point game. Unacceptable, bro. Unacceptable. But you know what? 42 minutes, more than I even expected us to do tonight. Appreciate you guys for being here. Appreciate you for adding to the conversation and making the conversation in itself. I appreciate you personally on behalf of the Knicks. While we all appreciate you guys. The love is seen, felt, and reciprocated for real. Make sure to check out theknickswall.com. Check out the articles. We got them on Twitter as well. Plenty of amazing articles. I'm sure there'll be an article, a recap for tonight's game. All that stuff. Also, the TKW podcast has a new episode dropping in the morning, so stay tuned for that. We got into a lot of good things on there, and this game being after we recorded it doesn't really mean anything because it's more of the same shit, so it fits in perfectly. They're just washing the ball when it's on the rim. It's disgusting. Hopefully Mitch comes back fully healthy. We desperately need him. I still can't believe that people wanted to trade Mitch. He's so valuable. So valuable, bro. We need him so bad. Eric said that's on the guards, too. They are not taking care of their man. Guards are taking most of those rebounds. That's a fact. That's a fact. The guards have to box out. Everybody has to box out, bro. Just put a body on somebody. When the shot goes up, find somebody and put a body on them. I don't care if it's 5 of us linking up in the paint together and holding arms together. Like, box out. Put a body on somebody. Box out a space if you have to. Please. We're getting killed on the offensive glass, and it's really making we should not have lost either one of these last 2 games. It's ridiculous. While you guys are chanting, "We love Sean," that's amazing. That's so real. I love you guys, truly, for real. Like, you make this a dream come true every single night. And I'm honored and thrilled to continue to do this with you guys and to be able to recap Knicks games and enjoy Knicks games together for however long this at, years. Like, you feel me? Like, we're going to get to watch RJ grow and become one of the greatest players. Like, it's so many things. So, I love you guys, for real. From the bottom of my heart. Have an excellent night. Oh, my elbow. Have an excellent night.